Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is your friendly neighborhood Vilesyder here, and I thought I would give you guys a quick update on what's going on and our roster changes, because I promised I would. So yeah, here we go. Quick vlog. So we just qualified for Crown. It's freaking awesome, basically. I didn't quite expect it to be that clean of a run. I think our only real sort of dramas was against Chiefs, and we played pretty well against them, considering the freshness of the squad, and sort of a little bit frantic, a little bit disorganized, but it wasn't too bad. Definitely a big pain in the neck playing online after playing at LAN. But yeah, focus of this video is on roster changes. So basically what has happened is we've had to pick up Excite and we've had to pick up Azzy from Orbit and Excite obviously from IM. For the Crown event, I'm not sure how long that'll stick out, but we're doing what we can and the focus is on Optic and beating them first and foremost. So yeah, so what's happened with, which was the catalyst to this change is after this event, we knew that we'd probably have to make a change to our roster with Justin. The three of us can put in a lot of hours in comparison to him, but he works a pretty ridiculous job. So our usual scrim time is like somewhere between like 5 and 7, and or anyway, that's like our get on time, and then we finish between like 9:30 and like 10:30. And a 10:30 night would be pretty rare, in all honesty, because Justin has to obviously work just dumb hours basically. He works or he starts work anywhere between like 3:30 and about 5 in the morning, and then he can work anywhere between like midday and like 5 in the afternoon, and that just doesn't work. He just can't get enough sleep, and it really showed on his gameplay. And we sort of talked about that, and he acknowledged that it just sucks. Basically, it just didn't work for him. Like, I recognize that some people can get away with less sleep, but it just doesn't work for him. It was screwing him over at work. Um, on top of that, he'd been, well, I only just found about it on Monday night. He'd basically just shouldered this really heavy burden with real life, and he'd been having a really rough time, and he hadn't said anything to us at all. So like, we'd sort of been geeing him up for not playing weekends and stuff like that, but he was busy sort of just dealing with issues that we had no idea about. So I feel just pretty genuinely crap for giving him stick, and it was sort of really rough and pretty emotional talking to him and finding out about that stuff. So I feel for the guy. I really honestly hope that he sorts everything out and it's all good for him. We all send him our love because, well, he's been playing with Claw for 3 years now. This is basically longer than longer than their girlfriends, and a lot of the other relationships. So it's really sad. There's not a lot of teams that have been around for that long, or a lot of duos that have been around for that long. So it's sad to see that happen. I'm pretty gutted because we had goals of basically just sticking it out and playing champs together, and that this was a shared goal between the three of us, me, Claw, and Fergs, and unfortunately it just didn't work out because of this stuff, and sort of all the real life and things had sort of just dragged the drive out of Justin too, and made that really, really difficult for us to compete. Like, you guys saw our placement, that's not really remotely indicative of who we are or what we are as players. And a lot of that is just because we had to make two really AR-centric players work together with basically no scrim time of a night. Like, you just can't compete with players that are just waking up in the morning and playing all day and stuff like that. But yeah, wish Justin the best, and we'll chat about Most now. So what I'm with Most is basically I thought that I had my Vamp 2.0, in all honesty. His grind was ridiculous. He has got probably the best shot I've seen of an AR in this country. I think it was absolutely insane. He put in the hours. He was a good bloke, a great teammate. Um, but basically, he suffered the same fate as Justin. He had to choose between CoD and IRL basically won out. So yeah, it sucks. We literally had no idea that was coming with Most. No, none at all. It just basically happened Monday night. He's just like, oh, give us a sec. Gotta go quickly chat, and then basically just didn't come back on Skype. That was it. Got a couple of texts, and yeah, I mean, it wasn't a dick about it. It was just he didn't have a choice, basically. So yeah, it sucks. Anyway, we had the two new pickups for our Crown roster. We picked up Excite and we picked up Azzy from Immunity and Orbit, respectively. Honestly, I think those roster changes that have been made are just utterly ridiculous. Like, it's not like Immunity was particularly playing bad. I mean, like, I don't know the intricacies of their rosters, but like, I was speaking to Immunity like pre the event, and they were keen as to play with Cody, and yeah, I don't really understand. I thought Orbit was an excellent team, it was a really good setup, and I was happy for both teams, honestly. I mean, I'm happy that I've managed to sort of take the scraps from other rosters, and it's been like pretty damn good scraps in all honesty. I mean, we only dropped maps. Oh, we dropped a map to we dropped an S&D early in the tournament, and then we only dropped maps to Chiefs, and those games were actually pretty pleasantly surprising. It was a bit frustrating playing online, um, but other than that, like I think we're pretty good. I think we've got like a few things to work on. Our comms are really rushed, and we're sort of really flustered and don't have the finesse that I've been building with basically my previous squad, and just getting used to that and sort of rebuilding strats and sort of changing a lot of things around so we can all function as a proper unit. But thankfully, we've managed to get like basically what we wanted. We wanted a chin, and well, we didn't need an AR, but we need an AR now because ours both just sort of died. But yeah, so I'll try and keep it short and sweet. I'll let you guys go. Have a good night, and love you. Bye.